If you're looking for a grey foliage plant to grow in a container or in the garden, then Senecio, candicans, angel wings is certainly one to consider. Let's learn more about this wonderful little plant. You can see here that both the foliage and the stems are a wonderful silvery grey to white colour. The leaf margins are lightly toothed. The underside of the leaves have a white endomentum, very soft, lovely to touch. It's one of those plants, it looks good and it's tactile as well. And today we're looking at potting this plant up from this size pot, plastic pot, to this size pot, which is about a size up. It's terracotta. Terracotta is a better pot for these because it will dry out more quickly. It will allow the root system to get the drainage it needs. This is the potting mix that we're using. You can see it's got lots of coarse material in it, which is going to improve the drainage. You can see that this is a bit deeper, so we'll start by putting some of the potting mix in the bottom of the pot. And by the time that settles down, we'll have it at about the right level, remembering that we want this soil level here to be a little bit below the rim of the pot, just to allow for watering and a little top dressing of horticultural grit. So we need to carefully remove the plant from the pot. We're going to hold it like that, and we're going to tip it upside down like that, and just loosen it out. You can see that this plant's got a really good root system on it already. Take that pot out of the way. Put this one back in. We're not removing the old potting mix. What we're going to do is to backfill around it with this coarser material. So bit by bit, we're going around the edge. And then going around and firming down the potting mix around the edge of the plant. And we'll get it nice and centered in the pot. So now it's time to take some horticultural grit, and we're just going to put that around the base of the plant. The horticultural grit does a few things, but mainly with this plant, when you're watering it, it stops any splashback from the soil from going up onto the foliage. Makes the pot look a little bit better as well. This is a plant that likes to grow in full sun to part shade, depending on the climate. It will grow indoors, but only for short periods of time. In terms of light, too much harsh sun causes the angel wings leaves to get sunburnt and turn brown and die. Conversely, a lack of sun can cause leggy, weak growth. So, a good amount of sun, but avoid that hot, direct afternoon sun. It does like to be watered, but it does not like wet, soggy soils. So with this particular plant, we suggest a wet, dry system. Water the plant well, let the soil dry out, and then water it again. Water more in the hot months, the summer months, spring, and into autumn, fall. In winter, cut back on the watering. Although this plant will handle the cold, it won't handle cold and wet at the same time. The ideal temperature range is from around 18 degrees Celsius at 64 degrees Fahrenheit to 27 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and down to 12 degrees Celsius or 53 Fahrenheit overnight. It will take colder temperatures for short periods of time. However, it does not like frosts, can't take freezes, so these need to be avoided at all costs. Fertiliser. A general purpose slow release fertiliser once a year will do the job, or if you want to, you could use a liquid fertiliser twice in spring and twice in summer, and that'll do the job as well. In cooler climates, you'll need to overwinter this plant indoors, so we suggest growing them in pots, terracotta pots like this. Move them around according to the seasons. Pruning. Remove old, dead, dying foliage as it appears. Simply use a pair of snips and take that foliage off right at the stem. This helps prevent disease and will also encourage the plant to put its energy into the new foliage. It is a plant that can be pruned back to encourage a bushy growth habit after a few years. This one's not ready for that yet. Over time, these plants will form long, woody stems. We can't show you that on this plant, but they are very, very easy to prune. Simply prune the stems back to the desired height. In spring, you can cut them back quite hard to just a few inches above ground level. You can use the cuttings, shorten the stem, trim back the foliage, plant the stem in the same sort of potting mix that we're using here, and it will strike very easily. And when you do prune it back, it should be pruned back to just above a node on good firm stems. The time to do this is in early spring, and this will encourage brilliant new growth over spring into summer. The plant will put out little side shoots after a while, and these can be removed and potted up if you want to. Does this plant flower? Yes, it does. It has yellow flowers. They're rather insignificant, and in fact, we think they detract from the look of the plant. This is a foliage plant. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on a whole range of plants, fruit trees, landscaping ideas, you name it. And as always, good luck with your gardening.